Sup? So what I wanted to tell is how I actually managed to build muscle and get this aesthetic physique. So I'll tell you a story. Actually, exactly a year ago, in April, in the middle of April, I started to go out and training in the field. My muscle didn't grow. My I've although my I increased reps and I increased like the exercises. I've just increased the amount of exercises I did. My muscle has never increased. And here's the issue: my sets, my reps, my uh, actual exercises have increased, but I've never actually built any muscle, any physique. So what yeah, and I've been doing this. So I've been trying to get like this physique with just outside training, like just on the you're just doing pull-ups, you're doing push-ups, all of that stuff. And I've been trying to do that for almost a month, and then a funny thing happens. One of my roommates back then, and two my roommates actually, they decided to buy a card to the gym. So they bought a monthly pass to the gym, and they've just I've actually been saying them, hey, why do you go to the gym? It's so expensive and it's useless. Why do you go to the gym? Yeah, I was a dumb motherfucker. Yeah, so. And what happened is basically at some point I just decided to try. Hey, why not? Like, why wouldn't I just go out to the gym, and why wouldn't I build muscle there instead of just relying on on just the pull-ups and push-ups and all of that dumb stuff. Yeah, and so I went to the gym. And what happened is, almost overnight, I've seen such huge progress in just gym, just because I've been to the gym and just because of exercising with different exercises and more weight. Man, the amount of muscle that I've built for the past, for just that week was so significant that I've never, I think after that I've never once have worked out on just the outside pull-ups and yeah, all that stuff. So that's the first part. Yeah, and so the general like overview strategy you want to use when you're building muscle is that, like, I didn't know at the point I didn't know why it so happened. I've just gone out to the streets and practiced there, but I've never built muscle, and so I've started to question myself. What did change so that what did change so that when I started to go to the gym, I've actually started to build muscle, but before I've just excited with exercises, I never actually made any progress. What has changed is that I've started to do heavier weight, and I've started to do less reps. Now, you might think, less reps. Why would you want to do less reps? It's not about. Here's the thing. You like how muscle building works. If you want to get into muscle building, so the way you build, for example, biceps, right, is that you actually just you kind of like extend it, and then when you pull it back up, you just. It's like it happens inside our body, but we just steer it up, like small bit. And so we have this like micro traumas that later heal up, and yeah, that's what basically happens when building muscle. I'm sure you've heard something about it. So what it basically requires is it doesn't require you to make like a lot of reps, but it requires you to make slow and like difficult reps. And what happened back then in the gym is that I started to pull not like just my body with pull-ups, but I've actually started to get my whole, like, I've started to take, say, 40 kilos or 60 kilos with just the bicep, like, not extension, but bicep pull-up. And so when I started doing that, my bicep has naturally grown. So your general strategy when you're starting to build muscle, and if you want to get into it, is you just go to the gym and you lift. Like, it's not the best strategy, but you just go into the gym and you just lift the heaviest weight you possibly can. That will, like, in the first 2 or 3 weeks, that's the best thing you can do. And man, you wouldn't. There is actually something about that might be interesting to you. It's called newbie gains. So remember, I said that in the first week I've just started gaining extremely huge muscle mass, and it did happen. Why? When our body starts responding, like when our body first starts training, it starts responding to it, and it starts to build muscle way faster. So your general strategy, if you are just new to muscle building, if you have maybe you've never even done any exercise before, go to the gym and lift as much as you possibly can. Like, don't go easy on yourself. I know it's like tempting, maybe it's for some guys it's actually scary to go into the gym, but bro, it's like the most fun thing you can do anyway. Also, one of the things I want to mention, two things actually. So the first part of it is just going to the gym, right? But if you think about it, I've said that your muscles, like, they are like a bit, they are destroyed a bit, like when you're doing muscle, and so they heal at the 2 points, when you eat and when you sleep. So when you eat, you actually start. When you eat, you actually, you gain protein, you gain energy, and you just start to regain the muscle much faster. So that's the tactic. The tactics. You start to you go. You do as heavy as possible, and you start to eat, and then you must sleep, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's just a side rant, but 1 or 2 or 3 years ago, bro, I was dumb motherfucker. So back then, I slept like 4 hours a day. Like, maybe you do too, actually, bro. Watch out for that. If you at this point are starting to sleep in like 2, 3, 4 a.m., no, bro, it's not the way to do it. The way to do it is to like, ideally you should get some sleep, at least 8 to 9 hours a day. So you would build muscle if you just go to the gym, but if you can do good sleep, and if you can eat well, bro, you're gonna get results so much faster, you wouldn't believe it. Also, I would say that I've recently have been improving my sleep schedule even further, so I sleep at least almost 10 hours per day. What was the last time you slept 10 hours per day? And the times that recently my brain has just improved so much that, yeah, bro, just sleep 10 hours a day, eat now, about the gym and food. Now, the food that you should eat, it should be clean. The food should be really it's like it can contain fats, but it should be like minimized. The ideal way is that you eat basically no sugar, and I'm practicing what I'm preaching. I haven't been eating any sugar for almost a month or two now. I just don't eat it at all, and my actually physique has cut significantly since then. You should eat a lot of clean. So just think about the food you think about clean. It's food with a lot of protein and a lot of carbs, and ideally vitamins. One of the things that I have heard a guy say is that you should eat some vitamins that you should eat things that just are good for your guts. It's like bro science, but yeah. You should eat things that are good for your guts. So, to recap it, you should go to the gym. You should train as hard as you possibly can. You should after you return from the gym, it's like not in the gym time, you just rest. You should eat. You should eat clean, and you should sleep. And you should sleep like, bro. Turn off that fucking Instagram. Turn on that fucking YouTube. If you watch this video in fucking post 11 a.m., bro, shut that phone right now and go sleep. I fucking dare you. Yeah. And the last thing that so gyms, eat cleans, and sleep well. Just out of the personal notes, that it's not just me who has done that, right? It's just a general knowledge about stuff, about people who exercise. But I had some guys who I've been recently helping out in the gym, and what they have basically followed the same process. Actually, 3 guys. So one of them had a lot of progress. The other 2 guys, like a lot of progress. He actually progresses more faster than I do. So he just does the most exercise that he possibly can in the gym. He does the best amount of food he can eat, like a lot. He spends 3 times the amount of money, and like he just eats 3 times as much as he used to. Yeah, the last part is just sleep well. Yeah, I had a lot of guys who tried that stuff. I've personally coached a lot of guys. So yeah, bro, just start going to the gym. Just start exercising, and just start eating well, and just sleep clean. If you do that, bro, you're gonna get muscle and you're gonna get bitches. Trust me. Alright, on this note, I want to end this video. Alright, build muscle, get women, and yeah, be happy. See ya.